Some Devils. J-Dog back to ask some more goddamn questions. But before we get some questions, I'm going to go over some shit that just came into Hells again. Don't do it too often, as you guys know, but I had to go over some ones that J-Dog's definitely a fucking picking up, and I think you guys are going to be interested in. First is, this is actually a repress, because I have two versions of this, but they came out like the original like 10 years ago, and that is the demo, one of my favorite demos ever. I always forget that when guys I'm talking about favorite demos, and shit, I forget to mention this one. I forget a lot of people even just consider it a demo or a session, or they just forget about it in general. It was the last recording Chris Barnes sings on for Cannibal Corpse, and that is the Created to Kill demo. This LP came out well over 10 years ago, and I have it. It's like a pink type vinyl, like a pink like marbleish vinyl. It goes for well over $100 on eBay. Hells did get them in. I think we only got like 20 of them in back when it came out, and it literally sold out in like 10 hours or some shit. This one, we got a good handful of them in, limited to 300 splatter vinyls. Here's the back. But this demo is for the Vile album, right before Chris left. So this songs are songs that made it to the Vile album with George singing. First album, George Corpse Grinder sings on. But they're drastically different. Different lyrics, different Chris singing. But the sound quality is phenomenal, too, even though it's a demo. It's raw, but it doesn't sound like fucking ass. Easily one of my fucking favorite demos. And then check out this slick ass fucking splatter vinyl, goddammit. These just came in. I highly recommend going over and getting it ASAP if you're interested, because sometimes guys ask me my opinion, like, hey, J-Dog, how do you go about, like, what do you decide to buy first? And shit like that. Stuff becomes overwhelming, buying merchandise and stuff like that. And yeah, I feel you. You know what I mean? I don't have it as bad, nowhere near as much anymore, because I get kind of first dibs stuff coming through Hells, but stuff I missed out on the Exhumed 12-inch picture disc already. I mean, I'm not going to say I missed out, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy it on eBay for probably $100 whatever dickhead bought 10 of them, and when it comes out, sells it for whatever the fuck it's. Maybe he might not sell it for 100, but it'll probably be $60-$70. That's what I'm going to pay for a brand new release, the new Exhumed. I pre-ordered one of the splatter vinyls, a CD, and the picture is already sold out. So when it's out, because it's not out yet, I think it comes out next month, October. I think it's October. Well, this month then. I think it comes out in a couple weeks actually. But nonetheless, I pre-ordered it like a month ago, and the picture was already sold out. But what I recommend for guys like this, like this Cannibal, go over and get it right away, because it's going to sell out real fast. And what I always did as a kid and shit like that, and just like with the Exhumed, which I tried, is you go for the more limited shit first. Then you go back to, like, let's say if you can only afford, like, you want the new Exhumed, get the more limited one first. If you couldn't afford both, get the CD later, because that's going to be available a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, because they're just going to keep repressing it. Or if you see a band where it's not as popular, and there's at least 500 or more oppressed, go back to that, because it's going to take a good year or so, at least, especially if it's not a very popular band, to sell out. When you see the shit's limited and scarce, and especially if it's limited by a fucking popular band like this, 300 copies by Cannibal Corpse, they're not going to last long. You get that right away, because otherwise you're just going to be pissing and whining at people, whoa, what the fuck? And then literally, like, it's going to be, I can guarantee you that record, 5-6 years from now, it's going to be $100 on eBay. It just is. It's how it is. All these things that come through, I see them come through Hells all the time, and I see them on eBay prices, and people telling me, fuck, man, you guys used to have this for like $25-$30, and now it's $100 on eBay. You sure you don't have one laying around? I was like, no, man, we don't just keep shit laying around. So, yeah, highly recommend to go over and get that real soon. Also, it just came from the fucking Plants, a band nobody fucking talks about, but it's a newer band on Hells. This is their second album. I think they're fucking fantastic. The CD's been out for quite some time, but since the Plants, we submitted this last year, a year ago, is the new Hammer, goddammit. HAMMR, Hammer. They're from the land, Cleveland, Ohio. And so yeah, CD's been out. LPs just came in. There's only 100 on white vinyl, which is the one I'm picking up. Comes with a fucking Obi strip too, which I always like these goddamn things. Personally, I think they're, I don't know, they just look cool. The whole Japanese thing. I've always liked them. Just like we've done them a couple times before. We did on the Mortician Chainsaw Dismemberment LP pressing. That came with an OB. That was yours truly's idea. I just liked them because all my Ozzy Osbourne albums, I don't think I own No Rest for the Wicked. Maybe I do know No Rest for the Wicked, but not. Maybe there's No Rest for the Wicked out. Definitely Ultimate Sin down. The first four. I had the ones I own are Japanese pressings. They all have Obies. They look really really fucking nice. Those are the ones I bought on eBay. Shit, fucking 15 years ago now. There's only 100 copies on white vinyl, and then the rest are on black. So there's 4 to 5. I think it says that here actually, 400 or 500 black. Yeah, 400 black vinyl. Total pressing of 500 copies. So Hammer though, they're a decent seller for Hells, and this is just their second album. The first album came out maybe 3-4 years ago now. I'm kind of surprised that they don't sell better than they do, because it's like Bathory Worship mixed with like Toxic Holocaust mixed with like, it's like Bathory and mostly Bathory Worship, a little bit of Toxic Holocaust. That's that punk fucking thrash, but played by like a war metal band that I can't place my tongue on. Maybe Revenge, but I want to say no, not Revenge, because it doesn't sound like Revenge, but just has like kind of like that war metal feeling, but it's not. Like almost like a war metal band. That's all I did was war metal, and they're trying to play Bathory style Toxic Holocaust. That's how I always took them. And the sound is raw as fuck too. So for all the fucking Kvalt only raw is real tough guys, this should be right up your motherfucking alley, because it's not it is a studio recording. Like, it doesn't sound like ass, but it is very fucking raw. So you can't get that overproduced fucking bullshit. But yeah, great band, great album. I specifically really like the second song, Ritual Annihilation. Thought that was fucking great. So yeah, especially if you like darker, like I said, Bathory, but just the really raw fucking shit. But not the raw screechy fucking Vlad Tepes black metal. It doesn't sound anything like that. Because it's like, yeah, it's because I'd call it like blackened punk. Right, like I said, it's got kind of a war metal feeling, even though I don't even think it has kind of went for that. But that's the best way I can describe it. So for all like the Revenge guys, because that's what I think. I think guys that listen to like Revenge, Conquer, more Boston and stuff like that, even though I don't think it sounds like them, I think they would very much enjoy the Hammer as well. Just like I think the Toxic Holocaust fans will enjoy Hammer, and I also think all the Bathory fans will enjoy Hammer. So it kind of hits those are the fan bases that hit. So if you like any of those, I highly recommend going over and fucking picking that up. Hey, the fuckaways. Those literally just came in, so they should be on the website by the time this video comes up. But on to the goddamn questions, and I just pulled the video up, which one we left off on, post 2 weeks ago. And that is the video that's next in line. You really think Ozzy Osbourne or any of the Black Sabbath guys are into metal? Kind of beating a fucking dead horse on this one, as far as who's listening to metal and who's not. But nonetheless, let's go search out some goddamn question marks. From Ryan Zerta 2, Jada, question. You have many times mentioned your love for Ozzy and the early Sabbath albums. I am also a big fan of the early Sabbath. Who the fuck is not? Fraser Dawson is the only guy I know. Even Grandma could get down with Sabbath, goddammit. Yes, even Grandma can get down with Sabbath. And that's the, which is understandable, it's cool. And yeah, it's kind of like, that's why I say when, again, the fucking, Tom Warriors and shit, when they mention bands all super passionate about heavy music and metal, and then the one band they mention, or a lot of these other guys, Black Sabbath, it's like, dude, that's a given. Like, that doesn't even count. Like you said, Grandma can even get to them. That's like saying you're a fucking world traveler, food taster, and a foodie. Like, yeah, I really like pizza. It's like, yeah, my fucking 3-year-old kid likes fucking pizza. Who the fuck don't? It's an automatic given. Everyone does. So that's all I'm saying. Like with bands like Ozzy, like Sabbath, and even honestly, even Metallica and even Slayer's getting that category too. Now, for the most part, it's not as common as obviously as Sabbath. Like even Grandma could get down with it, but it's honestly, given another 20 years, it will be. So even when people mention those bands, like, you mentioned something a little more fucking interesting than that. I mean, honestly, I'm not even blown away when guys mention fucking Bathory and shit. It's like, that's kind of a given too, but it's at least an acceptable fucking answer. You know what I mean? When I'm talking about the guys who have been banned and bands for years, the legends, you know what I mean, or semi-legends. He feels like not someone who's, let's say it was Mike from Sinister or something like that. Not that he's that as legendary as like Tom G or something, but was in a fucking monumental death metal band, in my opinion, for several albums, and they were at the forefront. But even someone like him, if he was to get asked, and I see his list is Black Sabbath, Metallica, and fucking and Slayer, it's just like how fucking lame, dude. Okay, so in other words, you don't listen to metal. That's how I take that because that's basically just radio jams at that point. I'd get a little bit more excited if he said, Dismember or Incantation or fucking Rochivore or just something, underground. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm fucking saying. So yeah, but you are absolutely right, and that's you said it yourself. Even Grandma get down with it. Yeah, that's why those bands don't fucking count. But yeah, they're fucking great, and I like them myself. It's kind of like, yeah, who the fuck don't? This goddamn fan getting pretty sweaty in here. Richard Pittman, 666, sub dog. I heard a couple songs from Kyle Simmons, Malevolent Creation Hate Plow, and Gus Rios, Monstrosity, Left to Die. New project called Kill Division. Full album comes out September 16th. Fucking killer sounds. Sounds like Hate Plow. It's a must check it out, brother. I absolutely will. You know what? I'm so gonna fucking check it out. I'm gonna type it in my notepad right here to make sure. What is it? Fucking a kill. You said Kill Division? Check out Kill Division. Boom. Got it marked down so I don't forget. Check it out probably tomorrow. Because, yeah, if it sounds like fucking Hate Plow. Ooh, is that Hate Plow some good shit. Big Mac Smith. Hey, J-Dog, here's the questions. What were your thoughts on the controversial statement that Chris Barnes said a while back? I don't know. What did he say? I know nothing about it. He got 8 replies. Maybe they put in. What did he say? He's just raving. Nothing that guy says is controversial because he doesn't matter and no one listens to him. Maybe. Barbaric being. All the devils want to know what he said. Oh, so he's thinking the same thing. He's out of the loop too. Yeah, I don't know. What the fuck did he say? Let me know. I don't have an opinion. I have no idea. I haven't heard an interview with Barnes in years. You know what I mean? So, Roy McCann, J-Dog, I'm enjoying full body workouts more than splits. I've been at it for months. Should I switch it up? We don't have a gym on the boat. On the boat? You live on a fucking boat? So I work out every other day. Not a bodybuilder, just want to look better and lose fast. Lose fat. Love your show. Miss Reap Dog, though. Thanks, goddammit. Yeah, if your goal is you just want to be kind of lean and look decent, don't look like I want to look like a deplorable piece of shit. To be completely honest, just do some type of physical activity, and you could just honestly like pull ups, squats. If you have no weights, just do body weight squats, like ass to fucking calves, as many as you can get. Try to get to a fucking 100. Push-ups. I mean, then if you have access to a bar and bench press, fucking dips, bent over barbell rows, things that are big compound movements. Don't even waste your time doing barbell curls and extensions, just tricep extensions. It's just a waste of time. Those are kind of like bodybuilding movements. That's why I love when somebody's like, I'm trying to get bigger arms or whatever, but they're not even interested in bodybuilding. It's like, dude, you're completely wasting your time. Your body's not going to grow these big ass arms and everything else is small. It kind of grows as a unit. You know what I mean? So those are kind of like, because your biceps are going to get hit when you're doing pull ups and chin ups, things like that, and barbell rows, and your triceps are going to get hit doing push ups, dips, because they're mostly a chest movement, but your triceps and shoulders are going to get hit as well. So just do movements like that. If you can do cardio, and honestly, just eat a clean, healthy diet. Lean source of protein, good essential fatty acids. Your fats come from things like nuts, avocados, whole omega-3 eggs, grass-fed steak, beef if you can afford it, fish if you like it. Macadamia nut oils, which is my favorite. If you can't get macadamia nut oil, go get olive oil. If you can get real olive oil, the reason I don't like olive oil personally is because 85% of it, actually I think it's 95% of it, in the U.S. is all fake. It's actually soybean oil. Macadamia nut oil, in my opinion, is better. It's got 1 more gram of the monounsaturated fats, I believe, and then olive oil, and tastes way fucking better. And it has a high smoke point too, so you can cook with it, and the fucking fats don't get damaged. So just macadamia oil is the way to go. So those are the fats, and then just eat just keep your carbs limited. And honestly, keep the carbs mostly to, unless you're very, very active, keep your carbs to just fucking fruits and vegetables. If you need a little bit of extra energy, oatmeal and rice. That's it, man. I mean, or a baked potato here and there, but you shouldn't need many. If you're not, unless you're active, you shouldn't need many carbs. It's not because carbs are bad for you. Carbs are not bad for you whatsoever. It's just most people don't need them. They're not essential. Protein and fats are essential. Like you literally need them for overall health and repair and function. Carbs are just an energy source. So if you have just a desk job, with just literally just eat protein and fats with vegetables and maybe add 2 servings of fruit a day. That's all you need. If you don't exercise at all and you have a desk job all day and then you go home from your desk job and you go and sit on the fucking couch and watch TV, what do you need? You don't even need oatmeal. Like oatmeal and rice, don't even eat that. It's a pure, direct, high density carb source that your ass don't even need. You just don't eat it. So, but people mistake it. Oh, carbs make you fat. No, they fucking don't. Like fuck, they do. They're your best friend if you fucking are active and you're training and shit like that. You're absolute best buddy in the world. So, yeah, just do that, man. You don't need it doesn't need to be complicated at all if you just want to look decent and just be healthy. It's actually very, very, very simple. 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. That's all you need. Just keep your diet fucking clean. Manage Pro question: is Ronnie Coleman really a cop, or is that a stripper outfit? He was. He was a cop for several years, even for his first 3 Olympia wins, and that's when he quit his cop job because he's traveling the world and shit all that. But no, he was a real cop for the Texas Police Department. I'm not sure what city in Texas, but no, definitely was a real cop. That's for sure. Shit, a couple workout questions out here. Was I talking about working on this video? Peter Hogroth question: favorite quad exercise? Favorite quad exercise is hack squats. Favorite hamstring exercise? Favorite hamstring exercise? I would say lying leg curls. Also, everyone check out Necrovag Gluttony with the weird name. I didn't expect it to be as good as it is, but damn, it rocks. Heavy like Mortician, but not copy at all. Really? Okay, Necrovag. Yeah, I guess the album's called Gluttony. It says Dash Gluttony. I'm assuming the album's called Gluttony. Distributive call points. Comments all the fucking time. You can see a couple question marks in here. Where's all the J-Dog hate watchers? Oh, there's no haters in this? He has at least 3 or 4 of them. I get a kick out of those guys. I love when people come in with a big attitude, but yet at the same time have poor trolling skills. Now that's hilarious. Combination. We saw that play out a few days ago. J-Dog himself joined in on the comments too. It was fucking great. Oh yeah, what was it about? I don't remember. I tried to make a comment. I was really good about it when the first few videos went up about the day of going in there and just like responding to some of you guys like personally. And I've been a little bit back on the train here and there doing it. Then I kind of fell off the train because, dude, I've been getting so many fucking emails, especially with Acid Witch, new Acid Witch coming out, pre-orders and shit. I'm just like loaded the fucking gills. All the orders that are placed through band camps, I gotta literally manually ring all those up because those don't go through our site administrator. So that was like a fucking hours and hours of extra fucking work, just me sitting there manually putting that shit in. So the last thing I kind of felt like doing is like typing more messages than I have to. So I fell off the wagon for a little bit more, but I will be getting back on it here fairly soon. I'm getting kind of caught up in that department. So because even if I'm really busy, if I'm busy with orders and shit that fit the manual stuff, like the actual orders, then it kind of like doing some emails and shit's a little refreshing. Can kind of get away from it. But when I'm at a computer like 5 hours straight and I get fucking bored. You know what I mean? So. Human Brisket. Udo is on the list of not listening to metal, but plays it also. J Dog, since you mentioned Hard and Heavy, do you like Anvil's album Hard and Heavy? You know what? Anvil never really did anything for me, but I never gave them much of a chance. I never listened to Anvil until I was in my mid to late 20s. And when I finally did, it was around the time I listened to Accept, too. They were a band I just always knew who were, heard of them, never checked them out. I put it on, I'm like, it's okay. I didn't think it sucked, but just nothing I would buy. But I never gave them too much of a chance. Like I know, like Craig would. I think it is the hard and heavy album. One of the Anvil albums Craig loves. He was like, yeah, you don't like Anvil? I'm just like, dude, I just finally checked it out. I was like, it didn't do nothing for me. But if I heard it when I was 15, maybe I would have thought it was the greatest thing since sliced bread. Jacob Brockman, hey J Dog, I really liked the Mortician show. I did too. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought Mortician was fucking great, man. Good set list, sounded good, but just looked like Mortician, the normal. Like, yeah, I enjoyed it. I no complaints, to be honest with you. The fire still burns. Question, J Dog: is there any member of a legendary old metal band that you generally believe listens to metal music? Surely there must be someone out there, although probably not many. Oh yeah, there is. There definitely is. Mark from Empatago, I know for 100% fact is he literally orders from HH sometimes, and buys metal, like real fucking metal. Um, Scott and Mike of Cyanide, I know they are. Um, Scott sometimes texts me and shit. He actually, there's a band I gotta check out. He texted me, I forget what it was. He said it sounds like fucking Morbid Angel, Ultras of Madness, and Sodom. I think he said. I forget. It was a band I never heard of. He's like, it's fucking fantastic. Check him out. So I know he is. I get the vibe. Um, Jeff Becerra is. I mean, he's got a fucking Nunslaughter tattoo. I could be wrong on that, but I'm not wrong. The Nunslaughter tattoo. I do know that, but I get the vibe that he actually still listens to metal. Now I'm sure he's probably a classic rocker, probably most of the time. If I had to guess, I'm just making an educated guess. But I think the guy actually legitimately still does listen to metal. Now is he going out and fucking picking up the new Goat Moon or fucking Morgul or something? Probably not, but I mean, he's way more likely to than fucking Tom G. I can tell you that much. The little I know, I would bet money fucking Jeff Becerra's listen to way more goddamn fucking metal than Tom G is. So him. Honestly, I get the vibe the guys in Cannibal still kind of check out newer death metal bands. I like them. I know for a fact they like Perdition Temple because Perdition Temple is on our label, and I've heard many people say that literally at least Alex Webster likes them, and that's why they brought him on too. Like, he was his idea to fucking bring them. Like, they're a great band. And back, especially in the early years when I was first seeing them, they're always wearing Black Witchery shirts, Centurion shirts. I know because I have photos that we took that they were wearing. Christian, George wore Immolation shirts all the time. And I'm talking about Immolation before they blew the fuck up. Like Immolation when they're on the third album and stuff, when they never even toured with Cannibal yet. So yeah, I get the vibe. I guarantee you, specifically, especially George and Alex, yes, I'm sure they're listening to some classic rock, ZZ Top and shit too. I'm sure they are. But I would guarantee you they listen to metal probably not every day, possibly every week, but I would say pretty much definitely every month. If I had to make an educated guess, I honestly think they still do. So, and again, yeah, no, it's not. If you're not just jamming death metal 24 fucking 7, I mean, it's not that you don't have to be. You're allowed to like other shit and stuff. I'm just saying some of these guys, well, the majority of them, a lot of them, I know for a 100% fucking fact they're not listening to it at all. They're listening to goddamn talk radio. Sometimes some of them no music at all, or at most they're listening to just classic rock music. And very seldom, if they go to a party or something, they'll be tapping their foot to fucking Seven Churches or Hell Awaits or something because they grew up on it, but they're not putting it on their own. And those ones are at best if they are putting it on their own. The stuff like that they grew up, they still have it. You know, they might still have Merciful Fate, Melissa, Hell Awaits, Welcome to Hell, and they're putting that out once in a blue moon. That is an absolute motherfucking best. But for them to be putting on fucking Incantation, Onward of Gold and shit, like or a band like Absu, the first album, the Barrel Thrum Ritual, for them to put that on or something like that, like some first Absu or something like that's an album that I would think, like, if Tom G was truly into music that he's kind of like in the realm of with what he's done, that's an album I'd expect he would think is okay or worth checking out. And I wouldn't be the least bit surprised. I'd be more likely to fucking bet money that he's never even fucking heard it, and he damn sure wouldn't like it. So, as opposed, like I said, guys like a Cannibal and shit like that, they might even, I wouldn't be surprised if they do like the fucking early Absu shit, or at least heard it, or definitely if they did hear it, like, it's pretty good. It's pretty good shit, that type of thing. So yeah, I do. I think John McEntee still listens to fucking metal. I think I know Will Rauner still listens to metal. Roger, I think Roger does still. I think he likes probably more, but it's in the metal, like a lot of the grindcore and shit like that. I get the vibe of that. Not so much like Nunslaughter and the Sadistic Intense and Cyanides that do it. Does he listen to stuff like that? Probably not. I get the vibe. Will, I think, kind of likes across the board, from straight up from fucking goddamn Black Sabbath all the way to the fucking brutal grindcore. And as a matter of fact, I know for a fact fucking Will still listens to metal. He actually bought 2 CDs from us. Didn't even charge him. We just gave them to him as gifts at the show. He wanted 2 CDs from the distro. I forget what he picked up. It was actually 2 bands I never heard of. One of them looked like a black metal one, and one of them looked like a death metal. It was two bands I never heard of, but it was in their distro. And I meant to write them down. Actually, I'll just look up his order. So I was like, oh, Will's checking them out. I thought they were worthy of buying. I'm going to check these bands out. Not familiar with them, so I'll just look up his order history. I've been meaning to do that, actually. Totally forgot about it. So, yeah, I know Will does. I know for a fact he still listens to metal. So, yeah, no, some of them definitely do. I'm just saying the overwhelming majority, fuck no, they don't. You know? So, anyways, that's it for this one, Devils. Comments, questions, concerns, you know what the fuck to do. Put in the comments box. Get an answer bright and early morning. Later, goddammit.